Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Career Prep. Today we'll learn how to translate word problems to mathematical expressions. Students often have problems writing an equation for a word problem. You should be able to translate words in the problems into mathematical symbols. This is fundamental to solving many word problems in arithmetic and algebra. You should have the skill to write numerical expressions containing only numbers and algebraic expressions containing a variable. This requires translating words into numbers and symbols. You can do this by looking for keywords in the question. In this video, I have given many keywords for the different mathematical operations. Please understand the concept well. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to get notifications as soon as we post a new video. So let's start. There are so many words that you come across when you are working on problems, algebra or arithmetic. But of all these words, there are a few words that act as the keywords. These keywords are the codes for very specific mathematical symbols. So you have to look out for these keywords in the problems. These keywords will guide you as to whether you have to do addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. So look out for these keywords in the problems. We'll start with some common words and phrases found in word problems, which are the keywords. Look out for these keywords. In the problem, if you find these keywords, sum or increased by or more than or plus, then it means you have to do addition. If you find these keywords difference or decrease or less than or minus, it means you have to do subtraction. If you find these keywords product or factors or times or multiplied by in the problems, then you have to do multiplication. If you find these keywords in the problems, quotient, equally divided or divided by, then you have to do division. So always look out for these keywords. They will guide you as to whether you have to do addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. Let's learn how to translate a few English phrases to algebraic expression. These English phrases indicate that you have to do addition in the problem. Let's look at this English phrase. 12 more than a number. Let the number be m. Then 12 more than a number means m plus 12. 12 more than m. So m plus 12. Now let's look at this phrase. A number added to 4. Let the number be m. Then m is added to 4. This means 4 plus m. Here m is added to 4. Next, a number increased by 30. Let the number be m. Then that number is increased by 30. So this means m plus 30. The number m is increased by 30. So it is m plus 30. Now let's look at this phrase. Sum of 8 and a number. Let the number be m. So sum of 8 and a number means 8 plus m. Hope you have understood this. Let's translate a few English phrases to algebraic expressions. These phrases indicate that you have to do subtraction in the problem. Let's look at this phrase. 3 less than 10. This means that you have to subtract 3 from 10. So 3 less than 10 means 10 minus 3. Now let's look at this expression. Now let's look at this English phrase. 7 less than a number. Let the number be m. So 7 less than a number means you have to subtract 7 from m. So it will be m minus 7. You're subtracting 7 from m. Next, a number decreased by 6. So let the number be m. A number decreased by 6 means you have to subtract 6 from m. So a number decreased by 6 is m minus 6. You are subtracting 6 from m. Next, the difference between a number and 2. Let the number be m. Then the difference between m and 2 is written as m minus 2. M minus 2 means the difference between m and 2. Next, the difference between 8 and a number. Let the number be m. Then the difference between 8 and m is written as 8 minus m. 8 minus m means the difference between 8 and m. Hope you have understood this. Let's translate a few English phrases to algebraic expressions. These phrases indicate that you have to do multiplication in the problem. Let's look at this phrase. Twice a number. Let the number be m. Then twice the number will be 2m. That is, m is multiplied by 2. Next, half of a number. Let the number be m. Then half of m is written as half multiplied by m, which is nothing but m divided by 2. Next, a number squared or the square of a number. Let the number be m. Then a number squared means m is multiplied by itself. So m multiplied by m. The square of a number means m squared. A number squared means m multiplied by m. Or the square of a number means m squared. Next, 10% of a number. Let the number be m. Then 10% of m is written as 10% multiplied by m, which is nothing but 0.1 m. Next, 8 times a number. Let the number be m. Then 8 times a number. Let the number be m. So 8 times m is written as 8 multiplied by m, which is 8m. Hope you have understood this. Now let's translate a few English phrases to algebraic expressions. These phrases indicate that you have to do division in the problem. Let's look at this phrase. Quotient of a number and 5. Let the number be m. So quotient of m and 5 is written as m divided by 5. Next, quotient of 5 and a number. Let the number be m. So quotient of 5 and m is written as 5 divided by m. Quotient of a number and 5 is written as m divided by 5. Quotient of 5 and a number is written as 5 divided by m. Hope you got that. Let's learn how to write mathematical expressions to some common phrases in a word problem that involves two operations. Let's look at this phrase. 6 more than 5 times a number. Let the number be m. Then 5 times a number is written as 5 multiplied by m, which is 5m. 6 more than 5m means you have to add 6 to 5m. So 6 more than 5 times a number is written as 5m plus 6. You have to add 6 to 5 times the number. So 5m plus 6. Let's look at the next phrase. 4 times the sum of 3 and 7. The sum of 3 and 7 is written as 3 plus 7. 4 times the sum of 3 and 7 means you have to multiply this sum with 4. So 4 times the sum of 3 and 7 means 4 multiplied by 3 plus 7. Next phrase is 5 less than the product of 3 and a number. Let the number be m. Product of 3 and a number means 3 multiplied by m, which is 3m. 5 less than the product of 3 and m, that is 3m, means you have to subtract 5 from 3m. So 5 less than the product of 3 and a number is written as 3m minus 5. 5 is subtracted from the product of 3 and m. Look at this phrase. Twice the difference between 15 and 9. The difference between 15 and 9 is written as 15 minus 9. Twice the difference means you have to multiply this difference by 2. So twice the difference between 15 and 9 is written as 2 multiplied by 15 minus 9. Let's look at this phrase. The square of 7 more than a number. Let the number be m. Then 7 more than a number means m plus 7. The square of 7 more than a number. The square of m plus 7 means you have to square m plus 7. So the square of 7 more than a number is written as m plus 7 the whole squared. Hope you understood this. Now let's look at a few phrases and learn how to write the mathematical expressions for them. The sum of minus 7 and the quantity 8 times x. Now 8 times x means 8x. The sum of minus 7 and 8x is written as 7 plus 8x, since sum means plus. So sum of minus 7 and the quantity 8 times x is written as 7 plus 8x. Next, take the quantity minus 3 times x and then add 1. Minus 3 times x is written as minus 3x. Then add 1. Add means plus. So take the quantity minus 3 times x and then add 1 is written as minus 3x plus 1. Look at this phrase. Minus 6 plus the product of minus 1 and x. The product of minus 1 and x is nothing but minus 1x, plus minus 6 plus the product of minus 1 and x is written as minus x plus of minus 1x. When you remove the bracket, plus multiplied by minus will be minus. So this whole expression can be written as minus 6 minus x. So minus 6 plus the product of minus 1 and x is written as minus 6 minus x. Next, 6 more than 7 times a number. 7 times a number, let's consider the number as x. Then 7 times a number is 7x. 6 more than 7 times a number means you have to add 6 to 7x. So 6 more than 7 times a number is written as 7x plus 6. The difference between 3 times a number and 5. Let's consider the number as x. Then 3 times x is nothing but 3x. The difference between 3x and 5 means you have to subtract 3x and 5. So the difference between 3 times a number and 5 is written as 3x minus 5. The difference between 3 times a number and 5 is written as 3x minus 5. Now let's learn how to write mathematical equation from phrases. Look at this example. A number decreased by half of the number is 4. Now let the number be x. Then half the number will be x divided by 2. A number decreased by half the number. So x decreased by x divided by 2 is written as x minus x divided by 2. That is given as 4. So a number decreased by half of the number is 4 is written as x minus x divided by 2 is equal to 4. Next, 4 times the sum of twice a number and 6 is 32. So let the number be m. Then twice a number means 2 multiplied by m, that is 2m. Sum of 2m and 6 means 2m plus 6. Sum means plus. So you have to write sum of twice a number and 6 as 2m plus 6. 4 times the sum of twice a number and 6 is written as 4 multiplied by 2m plus 6, which is equal to 32. So 4 times the sum of twice a number and 6 is 32 is written as 4 multiplied by 2m plus 6 is equal to 32. Next, 2/3 of the sum of 3 times a number and 6 is 10. Now let the number be m. So 3 times a number is written as 3 multiplied by m, which is 3m. Sum of 3 times a number and 6, that is sum means addition. So 3 times a number is 3m. So sum of 3m and 6 is written as 3m plus 6. Now 2/3 of the sum of 3 times a number and 6 is written as 2/3, that is 2 divided by 3. Of means multiplication. So 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 3m plus 6 is equal to 10. So 2/3 of the sum of 3 times a number and 6 is 10 is written as 2 by 3 or 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 3m plus 6 is equal to 10. Next, twice the difference of a number and 3 is 4 more than a number. Now let the number be m. So the difference between m and 3 is written as m minus 3 because difference means minus. So difference of a number and 3 is written as m minus 3. Twice the difference means you have to multiply this difference with 2. So twice the difference of a number and 3 is written as 2 multiplied by m minus 3. Now this is equal to 4 more than a number. More than means plus. So 4 more than the number means you have to add 4 to the number. The number is m. So you have to add 4 to m, which means m plus 4. So twice the difference of a number and 3 is 4 more than a number is written as 2 multiplied by m minus 3 is equal to m plus 4. Hope you have understood this. Let's look at a few more phrases. 7 fewer than 8 times a number. Let the number be x. Then 8 times a number will be 8 multiplied by x, which is 8x. 7 fewer than 8x. Fewer means you have to do subtraction. So 7 fewer than 8x is written as 8x minus 7. Next, 11 minus the product of 5 and a number k. Product of 5 and a number k is nothing but 5k. 5 multiplied by k, which is 5k. So 11 minus the product of 5 and a number k is written as 11 minus 5k. Next, the quotient of the sum of 6 and a number and 3. Now, the sum of, let the number be m. Then the sum of 6 and a number will be 6 plus m. So the quotient of 6 plus m and 3 is written as 6 plus m divided by 3. Till now you learned a few keywords for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. But there are many more keywords for these operations. Look at all these keywords. These keywords are for addition. These words mean that you have to add. If these words appear in a problem, then it means that you have to add. Familiarize yourself with all these words. These are the keywords for addition. Now look at all these words. These are the keywords for subtraction. Become familiar with all these words, because if you find any of these words in the word problem, that means that you have to subtract. So look at all these words now. These words are for multiplication. These are the keywords which mean multiplication. If any of these words appear in the question, then it means that you have to do multiplication. So become familiar with all these keywords for multiplication. Now look at all these words. These words are the keywords for division. If you find any of these words in the word problem, then it means that you have to do division. So become familiar with all these keywords for division. Viewers, please go through this video till you have understood the concept. Writing mathematical expressions for word problems is a simple but very important skill to possess. So please do not have any confusions on this topic. Watch our next video to learn about HCF. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.